Hello, everybody, and welcome or welcome back to the second shelf. And yes, to another book haul. And it's the fall, so I don't have to worry anymore that maybe it's getting too hot for the book haul blouse because winter is coming. This is a small little book haul, but I still want to film the books that I buy, also because of the book haul revisit. Accountability and all, to look at the books that I hauled and whether I read them. But I had, of course, July, if you follow me, was my birthday, and I had a massive birthday book haul from I got books gifted from friends, and I also got a lot of book vouchers. So I bought a lot of books myself. So there are only 6 books here that I bought in end of August, beginning of September. So it's a sort of August-September combined book haul. And to start off is a book that I want to include in the 1001 books by women that I have to read before I die, an Indian author, the blind matriarch Namita Gokhale, published in last year, I think. Again, how I'm so well prepared. Yes, 2021, as always. You know me. And also, I think, yes, this is better. I'm not going to refilm this. No. I have never read her, even though she is one of Indian's most prominent contemporary authors. She was born in the 1950s, and I think this is her 11th novel or something. And it is, like it says on the cover, about a blind matriarch who lives on the topmost floor of an old house with many stories. And then her longtime companion Lali is her emissary to the world. So first of all, I wanted to include more Indian authors. I want to read more Indian authors anyway. And this author seemed clearly deserved a place on the 1001 book list. So I bought this one, even though I don't like shiny covers. I mean, I think I really like the design, but the shininess is just not for me. The next 3 books, or the next 2 books, I had already talked about in previous videos last week, but I still want to show them because I bought them. And the first one is Ceremony by Leslie Marmon Silko, which I'm reading starting tomorrow with Courtney from Courtney Ferreter. Leslie Marmon Silko is an indigenous US-American author born in 1949, and this book is about it's from the 70s. This is an anniversary edition, and it's about a young man, Tayo, who comes back from the Second World War and has difficulty finding his way. So yes, we'll update you on this one. And the next one I also showed you last week, and that is a Booker Prize nominee, Selby Wynne-Schwartz, After Sappho, longlisted for the Booker Prize. And I know the shortlist has been announced on the 6th, and this will go up on the 11th, but I filmed it before the announcement, so I don't know whether this had made the list or not. I will include the answer in the description box. But anyway, so Selby Wynne-Schwartz this is a debut. She's an American author and essayist, and this book it's historical fiction. It looks at women, female artists, trying to find their way and imagining that they all take something from Sappho and Sappho's life and the way Sappho did it, quote unquote. The next one is also on the Booker long list, maybe also on the short list by now. That's what you get when you pre-film, but I'm visiting my mom, and I didn't want to have no video on Wednesday and Sunday, so there will be no video next Wednesday, but at least I thought a book haul I can pre-film. But that's then what you get. You don't know whether a book is on the shortlist or not. And it's A Glory by No Violet Bulawayo. She is a Zimbabwean author. This is a picture of our author. And I really, really liked her previous book, the We Need New Names. Yeah, We Need New Names. I have difficulty to remember the title, but that doesn't mean that I didn't like the book. On the contrary, I really, really enjoyed the book. And this one is, it sounds a bit Animal Farm inspired, because all the protagonists are animals. And it's set in an fictitious country, obviously, because it's a country ruled by animals, speaking animals, political animals, even though the expression political animal, never mind. And the gist of it is that I saw an interview with her where she explains why she chose to write the book from the perspective of animals, because it is about the fall of Mugabe in 2017, the military putsch that after 4 decades, from 1987 to 2017, Mugabe ruled, and he was overthrown by a military coup. And this book is about that. And the author said that it was the only way that she could create enough distance between her as a Zimbabwean and the story she wanted to write was by writing the people, as animals. So yeah, I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews about that, about this one. And like I said, whether it's on the shortlist, you know more than I do now. The next one is also for the 1001 books that I have to read before I die, and that is a modern classic, Miles Franklin, My Brilliant Career, first published in 1901. I mean, the cover is hideous. Hideous. I will try and find another cover, Virago Modern Classics, and then replace it. But this was the only edition that I could find. And of course, Miles Franklin is an Australian, or was an Australian author and name giver of the most prestigious award, the Miles Franklin Award, Literary Award. And this is the story of Sibylla. It's the 1890s, and it's highly autobiographical, the career of Sibylla. Miles Franklin wrote this book when she was 16. So you probably, if you have read the book, you will probably know, but I expect some juvenile, it's probably not the highlight of literary work. You can't if you're 16. I don't mean that in a mean way, but if you're 16, you can't write in a way that is not juvenile, at least when you are a sane person. But still, it's a classic. I felt the need to include this on the list because of Miles Franklin and because of her importance, and because it's an early feminist novel. I mean, there are earlier feminist works, but still, about a young girl becoming something that was not usual for a woman at the end of the 19th, beginning of the 20th century. So yeah, we'll see. And the cover again. And the last one, this must be my shortest video in ever, or at least for a long time. But anyway, the last one is a book that I bought because it's my in real life book club pick. We meet once every 6 weeks or something, 6 people, and we rotate who can choose a book. And one of them, it was not my turn, so one of them chose a crime novel, the Osava Murders by Riku Onda, and translated from the Spanish by Alison Watts. The English edition published 2020 and the original in 2005. Again, I have never read Rico Onda. I didn't put this on the 1001 list yet, but Rico Onda is a very established Japanese author, born 1950s. So we'll see. It's on the possibles. I also have a ever-growing list of possibles. But this is about a mass murder in the 1960s where 17 people from a party died by some poison or other. I forgot which party, not which party, but what poison? Cyanide, of course. Cyanide poisoning. There is one young woman left. Her name is, forgot her name. Anyway, doesn't matter. And there is a prime suspect, and he commits suicide. So everybody thinks, well, he must have done it. And then decades later, we now learn what really happened at that party. So I'm looking forward. I always like a good crime novel. And if you have read this author, Riku Onda, let me know whether there is a particular book that you think is so good that it has to be included on the 1001 books that I have to read before I die list. Anyway, so this is my very short August-September book haul. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And like I said, there will be no video next Wednesday because I'm currently, while you're watching this, at my mom's. So we will resume video filming and uploading next Sunday, which is the 18th, I think. Yes, the 18th. And I will try to remember before the video goes up, actually, to include the whether or not these two books that I mentioned are on the shortlist. Never mind. Thank you very much for watching. Looking forward to your comments as always, and I'll see you all soon, a week from now, Sunday the 18th.